Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 8th in CSW Group's series of webinars, My Choices. This is a series of webinars, each covering a different aspect of career development or employability, and they're offered to young people in a wide range of educational settings, both those who are in mainstream schools and colleges and also those who are home educated. So today we'll be hearing from our career development consultant, Romy Lavis, and she will be giving us an introduction to apprenticeships. So if anyone listening has any questions, please feel free to enter them in the Q&A box, and we will make sure that we make time at the end to answer any of those. So without further ado, I will hand you over to Romy.
Thank you, Ollie. So good afternoon. This is a presentation, as Ollie has said, on introduction to apprenticeships. So the obvious question, what is an apprenticeship? So an apprenticeship is a real job with hands-on experience where you are paid, you get a salary, as well as training while you work. Apprentices are treated like any other employees with a contract of employment and holiday leave. As part of the apprenticeship, you will work along experienced staff already doing the job to gain specific skills. You earn a wage. Again, I'll talk to you about that in a moment. And normally with the apprenticeship, it involves a day a week at college or with a training provider. The rest of the time, the other 4 days a week, you're at work with the employer, and you'll be fully trained so that you're competent in the area of work that you're doing. You also receive qualifications and certificates when you've finished your apprenticeship that you can take to another job, or you've got them for the future. So the role of the training provider is to make sure that they support you through your apprenticeship. So they've got a key role in providing off-the-job training to you and also assessing your progress and supporting you during your apprenticeship. So that would also, in addition to your day release with the training provider, they'll also come into the workplace on a regular basis to observe you carrying out certain tasks to make sure that you're competent before signing you off. They obviously work closely with the employer as well to make sure that you've got an induction program when you start, a detailed training plan about the training that you're going to be doing in the workplace and out of the workplace, regular reviews with you, and also provide mentoring and general support whilst you're on the apprenticeship. So there are different levels of apprenticeship. Obviously they all involve on-the-job and off-the-job training, and they are qualifications and levels that lead to industry recognised qualifications. So most people that start on an apprenticeship, certainly from sort of school age, start on a level 2 apprenticeship, which is the equivalent to sort of GCSEs at grade 4 and above. The advanced apprenticeship is level 3, which is equivalent to sort of A-level passes. Then you've got the level 4/5 higher apprenticeships, and they are sort of related to sort of foundation degree level. And then you've got level 6 bachelor's degree level and level 7, which is master's degree. And you can move from one level to the other. So this is a qualifications table that's giving you all the different qualifications that you can do from entry level up to level 7. Whether you're doing academic learning, whether you're doing vocational related learning, or whether you're doing work-based learning, such as an apprenticeship. So how much will you get paid if you're an apprentice? Well, the minimum apprenticeship wage is £4.15 an hour, But on top of that, you are getting accredited qualifications at the same time. So your employer and government are paying for that. Some employers do pay more than £4.15 an hour. And obviously, if you're 19 or over and you've completed the first year of an apprenticeship, you'll then go on to the national minimum wage. So whereabouts can you look for an apprenticeship? Where can you find them? There's no one place where all apprenticeships are offered. So there's so many different opportunities on offer. There are different ways that you can find apprenticeships that, you know, that's the right way for you. Apprenticeships do appear throughout the year, and with each vacancy there will be a specific deadline for when the applications need to be in. Just to say, sometimes employers do close their application date sort of a bit earlier if they get lots of applications, so don't leave it until the last sort of deadline date to apply, just in case the employer does bring the deadline forward. So you can check employer websites directly, because some employers literally offer apprenticeships via their own website. If you've got any friends, family that might have contacts or employers that you can follow up, then do that. You can also make spec inquiries to employers yourself to find out if they're likely to be taking on any apprentices or not. Some employers actually prefer you to do that. And a good place to start for looking for current apprenticeships that are on offer, so these are all live, is through the Find Apprenticeship Service website. That's here at the bottom of this slide, and it's updated every day, and it's a good place to start because a lot of employers, if they're looking for an apprentice, advertise on this apprenticeship website. You can also set up alerts on this website for any particular apprenticeships that you might be interested in, and then when they come in, they'll send you a notice to advise you of that, and then you can decide if you want to apply or not. Traineeships. So if you have left education or left home tuition, etc., if you aren't ready to go straight onto an apprenticeship, traineeships can last from 6 weeks to a year, and they prepare young people between the age of 16 and 24 to progress onto an apprenticeship, employment, or further learning, such as a college course or something similar. So what they cover you to start preparing for work. They train you to develop skills that you'll need in the workplace, such as timekeeping, help with your confidence. They help you prepare for interviews, help with your CV, etc. Part of the traineeship is to match your interest to real work experience. So as part of the programme, you get to do work experience in an area that you're interested in, to see what it's like in real life and if it's something you'd like to pursue in the future or not. And also there's support with maths and English if you need it, which is taught in a practical way linked to real life situations. And as I said, apprenticeships can last between 6 weeks and 12 months, and there is a link at the bottom to find out more information about who offers traineeships and how to go about applying for one. And also, if you have the chance to do some volunteering, that's a really good place to start as well, because a lot of apprentices actually move into their roles from volunteering in the first place. Also, it shows employers that you're you've used your initiative and sort of used some of your time to volunteer or do some work experience, and to get some information with regards to the sort of volunteering opportunities that are available. If you have a look at the V Inspired website, you can search by the area you live in, and the sort of thing you're interested in, to see if there are any positions available to volunteer. And again, you can apply through that website. So that's the end of this presentation about an introduction to apprenticeships. The next webinar is tomorrow, 2nd of October, in this series of My Choices programmes, and it's a question and answer session with local employers and training providers. Thanks for listening.
Okay, thank you very much, Romy. So we hope that you enjoyed that webinar. Do try to make it to our final webinar tomorrow, as Romy just said, and thank you once again for attending.